Hello, today I'm going to be making spaghetti bolognese in my Instant Pot. So yeah, I am going to be using mince from Aldi, a tin of chopped tomatoes, garlic paste, an onion, 2 carrots, green bell peppers that in advance I've chopped and froze. I'm going to be using Italian seasoning, thyme, beef oxo cube, and I use this Caribbean everyday seasoning. You don't have to use this, you can use any seasoning that you like. In this seasoning it's just got, it won't focus, it's just got like the celery powder, black pepper, things like that, and it just makes it extra tasty. But if you can't get that or you don't like that, I mean, you could just use this, you don't have to use that. So yeah, let's get started. So here's just a bit of a tip. My mince, I took it out this morning, but it's not yet quite defrosted. So, because obviously I don't want to put a whole chunk of frozen mince in now, I need to soften that down first. I'm actually using one of my normal saucepan lids on saute mode, because obviously the steam is then going to help that defrost and cook much faster. Because obviously if you put the lid on, it's going to lock it out of saute mode. And this is just from, you know, my pan, which I will end up doing my pasta in anyway, from IKEA. So yeah, so I'll put my lid on and it's going to sizzle. So the steam will then help me defrost that much quicker. So once that's softened, I'll then start adding my veggies. And also, if you had other veggies, mushrooms, sweet corn, anything really, anything you normally pack in. I know this isn't probably a traditional spaghetti bolognese, but this is how I do it. So I thought I'd share. But yeah, any veggies you've got that you can get into your kids and you can sneak in, whack them in, courgettes, etc. So let's just wait for that mince to fry up. So my mince should now be done. Let's check. Yep, and because the lid, it doesn't stick to the bottom, whereas if you didn't have the lid on and you didn't have that trapped steam, it would all just get stuck to the bottom. So there's nothing stuck to that bottom. So right, I'm going to start by putting my veggies in. I'm going to start with my carrots because obviously they take longest to cook. And then I'm going to work to my onions, and then I'm going to work to my green peppers. Let's put those in. So it's still on saute mode, and I'm just going to wait until my onions soften, and then I'll start putting my sauces in. I'm now just going to hit it with some salt and some pepper. I forgot to mention when I put my ingredient list down. Okay, so all my veggies in and I've softened. I'm now going to add 1/2 teaspoon of my garlic paste. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons. I say 2 teaspoons, they're quite heaped, so of that Caribbean seasoning, Italian seasoning. This is just to taste, a few shakes. Thyme, taste. As much as you like. My can of chopped tomatoes, and my beef oxo cube. And I'm going to give that a good stir. Okay, so this is how it's looking. It's quite thick. So then what I do is, because obviously it won't come to pressure if it's too thick, I'm going to basically fill half of my can of tomatoes with some water, and then I'm adding that. This is going to then also release its own waters, because obviously from the peppers and the carrots and everything else, it releases its own its own water. And then I can also, if I want it thicker at the end, I can saute it to my thickness that I would like. So I'm just going to push all this down. I don't like things stuck around the edges. I'm going to take it off saute mode. I'm now going to add the lid. Make sure it's in the lock position. And manual for 10 minutes. That's perfect. And then I will allow to release pressure naturally. And I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like and how I saute and thicken it up later when it's done. Okay, so it's been 20 minutes and the pressure release valve's dropped, so we are okay to open. And that's what it's looking like. I'm going to give it a stir. Oh, it smells so good. I'm now going to put it into saute to thicken it. If you can hear that banging, that's my husband doing DIY upstairs. So yeah, let's get this nice and thick. Okay, so I've been stirring regularly so it doesn't stick, and we're now at a point where I'm happy with the thickness. I'm going to put it on to keep warm and I'm going to start my pasta. But this is such a family favourite of mine. I mean, we love carrots, so there's big chunks of carrots. You don't have to do them so big, you can make them nice and diddy or not put them at all. It's just more the basis, isn't it, of add what you want, drop what you don't. So yeah, let me know if you try this recipe and let me know what you think. Enjoy!